Hey there, Chef K here, and as I said, we are traveling to Espana today. So we're going to start off by getting our Albondigas and the sauce that I like to put over those. So we're going to put that together right now. First thing we want to do is get our carrots sliced up and get ready for putting them in the pan, and we're going to cook them down. Then we're going to put our meatballs together and it'll be ready to go. So my father was from San Sebastian, and I learned how to make all of my Spanish cuisine that I do from his mama, my grandma, and all my friends. Actually, it's so fun. But he was from San Sebastian. That's where we got into tapas quite often. If you've heard of the Spanish Tapas bar, they're kind of around here a lot now. You find them more than you used to. But where I grew up in the area of Italy, we would travel to see my grandparents in Spain, and that was always the fun thing to do. I loved it, and it was always fun too because I got a late nighttime. We traveled to like San Sebastian, and you'd get there like at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and you just go each one and try all the different tapas. So Albondigas is actually one of the tapas that they use, and it's just, you know, small meatballs. Tapas really got started that they actually were serving wine, and they would realize the fruit flies would come and get in their wine glasses when they were sitting out at the outdoor cafes. Well, we can't have that, right? So they ended up putting a piece of baguette on top of the wine glass to keep that from happening. Well, then they realized that people started eating it. So then they'd put a piece of cheese and maybe an olive on that. And then that was really funny because they were like, hey, we got something here. So by the time you got through it, everybody was stopping, having a glass of wine, and they had tapas, which means the top of the wine glass, and they'd eat that after they finished. So it was perfect. So anyway, we're going to do garlic and we're going to do carrots. Now this is my twist on the sauce. I do the carrots and the roasted red pepper because I keep it kind of more fun and healthy, a little less butter and cream in there, and more of another vitamin that you can get with your carrots, which is much better for you. So we're going to do that. Then I've just got some garlic here. You don't have to worry about getting a completely fine chop on the garlic because you're actually going to puree this whenever it's all done, once we've cooked it down a little bit, okay? So just go ahead and get your rough chop on there. And we're going to put that right in. And you're going to put several carrots in here, cut them down, and put that in, and a little bit of sweet onion and your garlic. I'm just going to do, like I said, a rough chop on that as well. Just layering those flavors, you know, that's what I like to do. So we'll bring that in and let that join the party, sweet onion. And then we're going to put just some chicken broth, chicken stock in there, and a little bit of, I do the water. When I do this one, I do the condensed chicken stock, so I'll just do some water and then the condensed stock. And then we'll put that together, and we're going to let that cook down. First, I'm going to show you how to put together the meatballs. Let me clear my way here a little bit, clear the path, hang on 1 second. And then we'll get ready to put our meatballs together. Once we get those cooking in, it's perfect. Now I'm going to show you that you can actually use frozen, if you're crunched on time and you've got like frozen peppers, onions, and things like that you can put in there with it. It can save you a little time, and go ahead and do that. We're going to have roasted red peppers that we're going to bring to it once we've cooked it down. But that's patience. We'll get these first. Now I've got some spices here, and I've got just some ground beef. You can also use ground lamb if you want, but you can just spice it up. We're going to just roll it into some meatballs and throw it in our air fryer. You know, that's my new toy I've been talking about lately. So I love that thing, and I just do everything a little healthier and but still keeping all that flavor in there. So we're going with smoked paprika. That is a big one that they use. So we're going to put a little cumin in there. We've got that smoked paprika that I put in there. That is one of the very common spices in a lot of sauces, in a lot of cooking with the meats that they use there so much. And that smoke just gives another layer of flavor. There it is. A little bit of garlic powder. And then we're just going to mix that up. And as I said, we're going to put it in our air fryer, cook up those meatballs, and then we're going to cook down our sauce here, our carrot sauce. I don't really know, I just kind of call it my roasted red pepper carrot sauce. So put that in there. Just make your meatballs. And you can make these tiny, if you guys are doing, let's say you want to do like a tapas, Spanish tapas party. Make them a little smaller than this. I'm making them more like if they were a meal for us. But you can make them into smaller, like cocktail size, and that's what they serve when they do like at the tapas bars. So So we're gonna put all these in. I'm gonna get this air fryer started, get all that rolling together, and then we're gonna cook this up. I'm gonna put this on the stove, cook it all down, get these cooking. We'll come back, I'll show you how to do a gazpacho real quick while we're waiting on this to cook up. How about that? Taste buds in Espana, baby. I'll see you in a bit. Hey, Chef K back here. We're cooking up in Espana, taking those taste buds, traveling to Spain today. So I'm finishing up, cutting up some green pepper here. I'm getting ready to make a nice gazpacho. Now there's many different ways you can do this gazpacho. You can even put different vegetables in it that you want. It's basically a cold kind of tomato cucumber soup, but you can put hot peppers in there. You can, if you like to bring the heat, do it. You can put anything in there really. I mean, not anything, but you know, just whatever. What I always say, it's your taste buds. Take them traveling where you want. It's your palate you're pleasing. But I am today going to do cucumber, garlic, because you definitely want to get that fresh garlic in there. And we're not even, this doesn't cook at all. So be careful when you do the garlic. Just make sure you, if you want to bring that garlic heat, that's great. If you don't want to throw too much in there to overpower it, so because you're not cooking it down. So we're going to put in a little bit of green pepper into the blender. And I'm going to do some fresh garlic here. Sprinkle that in, doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. And we're going to bring just a few of the roasted red peppers, because I like to throw that in just about everything. And most of the time it is in most Spanish dishes. All right, our cucumber. And then we've got our tomatoes that are going to go in. So if you're doing this, this is a fun dish that you can do like with the kids in the house too. You actually have, sorry, my tomatoes. You actually have time to like help them, you know, in the kitchen. They can help you chop veggies for it. My kids, when they were growing up, they like to run the blender. So, you know, I just pushed the button and I just checked out with them, made sure they did okay. So bring them in, have fun in the kitchen. It is a lot of, you know, good flavors. Teach them the fresh vegetables. That's what really is important, that they get to know it. They like to eat it. They see that you do it and they get in there and play with the food. So they actually do it with you. And that, you know, kind of takes pride in it. I worked with a preschool once and we actually had them grow their own vegetables. So they did their own garden. The little kids did it. They went out every day and did that, and then I came and showed them how to make like a fresh Italian salad with their basil they had grown and the tomatoes that they had used. That's a lot of fun. Cooking with kids can be a blast. So go ahead and, you know, bring them in on the game. Here we go. We've got some tomatoes in here. We've got our green pepper. We've got our garlic, and I'm just going to do just a little bit of red onion. Bring that to the party, and then we're going to blend it up. Now, I'm not seeding these tomatoes because you want to make sure that you just go ahead and keep as much as the juice in there, and I don't worry about it. You can actually strain it through a strainer, and then you won't have to worry about the seeds being in there either. I just like fresh vegetables, so I just eat it that way. I usually don't have the patience to do the straining. I'm just like, let me eat it as soon as it comes out of the blender. Pour it in a glass over some ice even sometimes for me. But and then maybe a little vodka. I don't know. Wait, what did I just say? What happened? All right, so we're going to do that. We've got all of our stuff. We're going to drain a little bit of our roasted red pepper juice in there. Very nice. And as we get this all blended up, it's going to get started, and then we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in it. We'll take the top off here and kind of infuse that in there as we go. And that makes it really nice and smooth, kind of emulsifies it a little bit. But we're going to get the first rough chop going here. And here we go. You got to kind of shake it up, get them in, pulse it a little bit. There we go. And once you get that rough chop done, that's when we'll start adding. There we go. Now we're working. So we have the gazpacho here. It looks gorgeous. That's just what I'm looking for. Look at that beautiful color. Oh yeah. So whenever we come back, I've got my meatballs that have finished up, the Albondigas. We've got our sauce that we're gonna puree and then plate it all up, and I'm gonna show you how to eat and enjoy this YUMMOLICIOUS dish from Espana, baby. Okay, so we're back and we're ready to plate up the gazpacho and the albondigas, and it's gonna be so good. I am excited. So we got parsley that I'm just chopping up a little bit here now to get ready. We got fresh parsley. We're gonna pop this out with some lemon juice and give that fresh flavor to it. Now we did all this. You notice I didn't salt much here. I'm gonna put a little bit in it now, stir it around, and that's just because the tomatoes will soak that up. So we're gonna go ahead and do it just like that. A little bit of salt, and you can use garlic salt, you can use anything you want. We'll stir it up. Good. Stir this around a little bit. Very nice. And then we want to pop this in here. I've got actually a little ladle. This is a cute little glass. If we're doing it as a tapas and you're doing it, you know, want just tiny dishes, that's what it's all about. Just these small little fun dishes. So there it is. Look at it, it's gorgeous. And see, you were able to get this, you don't see the seeds in there. I emulsified it with that olive oil a little bit, so it's just nice and smooth, and that's what you're looking for. Now you can strain it again, and if you want it more of a creaminess to it, you can actually just keep doing a little olive oil in there. Just keep pouring it in there. It's fine, it'll start emulsifying. I'm gonna finish it with some green onion and some fresh parsley. And then we're gonna do some lemon juice, give it that pop. Ta-da! Very good. And so as the person or yourself, because it's going to be me today, baby, but you're going to be able to do it at home. We're going to take a spoon in here and you'll stir it around as it goes. So there's our gazpacho, and now it's time to finish our carrot sauce, the roasted red pepper and carrot sauce. So we're going to take our roasted red peppers, put a little bit of those in with our carrots and our garlic, and they've cooked down in that onion, and we've cooked it in a little chicken stock, making it just get all that flavor. We put that together, and then we're going to bring our lid, if I can find it, here we go. Put this on top, and again, we're going to pulse. So you can get those liquids moving around in there. Just pulse it around, and then we're going to go ahead, and you might have to shake it around a little bit. Hang on 1 second. Bear with me. It's going to be delicious. There we go. Putting a little more in there. You might just do a little bit of the broth in. If you do need more liquid, it's fine. Do some stock, do your roasted red pepper broth, that's fine, or the brine that it's in, because that's going to give it even another just layer of flavor. All right, and now we're going to bring a little bit of olive oil in there. Just a touch. There it goes. Now we got it. Oh, beautiful. That's what we're looking for. Oh, yeah. That's going to be our sauce. Look at that. It's just bright colors, so many vitamins. You just smell the freshness. You just know it's going to be delicious. So let's get our albondigas out of our handy dandy air fryer. Oh, they're gorgeous, full of flavor. You got that smoked paprika in there. You've got all those yummy flavors, the garlic, everything. Oh, I am hungry. All right. There it is. Gonna ladle just a little bit of this sauce over that. And if you want, you can thin it out. It's up to you. Look at that gorgeous color. Isn't that beautiful? It just says Espana, baby. Yeah. I love it. I like lots of sauce. So, you know, I am a little saucy sometimes. So here we go. We'll put that in there. Gonna finish it again with some fresh parsley. Gorgeous. A little bit of onion to bring a little more flavor to another layer, and then I'm going to just squeeze some lemon juice right over top of that to pop that out. Ooh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Now, does that say YUMMOLICIOUS or what? I'm ready. I don't know if you are, but it's time to dig in. So thanks for traveling with me today, taking those taste buds to Espana. Yep, Spain, baby. I love it. My family there, my grandparents there. It was fabulous. So here goes Albondigas. Enjoy. Come back with me next time.